You have arrived. This is the website you've been looking for. The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 welcomes you back. Thank you guys for supporting these videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for sharing them. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Today's news. Batman Cape Crusader. That's the animated series that's being helmed by Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves. Search to find the show a new home narrows to 3 major streaming services. There's a picture of the concept art of Batman with the longer ears, like when he first debuted in Gotham City. And it says Netflix behind it, so maybe Netflix is where the series is going to be. The search for a new home... I have to hold the tablet, sorry. The search for a new home for Batman Cape Crusader has seemingly narrowed to just 3 streamers, and you can find the most likely platforms for this highly anticipated animated series after the jump. Warner Brothers has been going through a lot of changes since being acquired by Discovery, and, for the most part, they haven't been good. Amen to that. The studio currently seems to be in disarray, but making money is CEO David Zaslav's top priority. That includes no longer holding on so tightly to the franchises it owns, including The Lord of the Rings. The Hollywood Reporter explains that the movies have been locked up exclusively for streaming purposes on HBO Max, but there's a good reason you might have seen them elsewhere lately on a non-exclusive basis, of course. So they're licensing out, I think they licensed out Batman and The Lord of the Rings. Excuse me, my voice is going somewhere. Excuse me. We have a ton of content that has been sitting idly for just purely principal reasons, Warner Brothers Discovery CFO Gunnar Wiedenfels said, or is it Wiedenfels, said at a recent event. The Lord of the Rings is a great example. It's a non-exclusive window, and we look at it as what we are giving up versus what additional revenue we are generating. Why not? Why hold on to things so stringently? Now, rather than leaving them sitting idly, the company has been able to make a killing in licensing revenue after Amazon purchased the rights to stream them prior to the launch of the Lord of the Rings The Ring of Power TV series. Smart, David Zaslav. That's not the only franchise Warner Brothers Discovery is monetizing, however. We recently learned that HBO Max will no longer stream the Batman Cape Crusader animated series, prompting Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves to take the show on the road and pitch it to major streamers. Like Batgirl, Zaslav clearly didn't view the show as a major draw for subscribers and would rather earn big bucks from another platform buying it from them. We're going to chew the fat after I read this. The trade reports that Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Hulu are the current contenders to acquire Batman Cape Crusader, so expect to eventually see it on one of those. Batman is a massively popular IP, intellectual property. So you can imagine how keen a streamer would be to have a new animated series like this exclusively on its platform. Stay tuned for updates on the show as we have them. I think this is a mistake. Like I said, Batman is such a cash cow. This is something new, with a new face attached to it in Matt Reeves. You have somebody that has a proven track record in Bruce Timm, and you have the backing and the name, power, and recognition of J.J. Abrams attached to it, and you don't want to home grow that series. I think that's a mistake. But David Zaslav, he's the CEO. He knows more about how to generate revenue. That's why he's the CEO, and I'm just the see them go type. Okay, that was a lame joke. I know. I just watch them do their thing. Okay, but I think anything DC should be centered around HBO Max because that's the hub of DC, properties. And I want to see Batman in the same home as Batman. Batman animated series is there. Harley Quinn animated series is there. The movies are there. Why not just centralize everything? I think this is a mistake. Obviously, they're just about making money. People will probably pay through the nose to get Batman Cape Crusader. Now, I definitely want to see more concept art. There were only two pictures of Batman, and one of them will appear over one of my shoulders. This one is that one. And I'm interested in getting more information on the series itself. Obviously, unfortunately, the news about the series and where it's going to land has been getting more traction than what the series is actually about, which is a crime. Because maybe if we knew more about the series itself, people would be going, oh yeah, we definitely need it now. And let's make Batman the Cape Crusader the central story of these news articles instead of where it's going to land. All right. But David Zaslav said making money right now is a top priority, so obviously Warner Brothers has not been making money off of its IP, intellectual properties, DC particularly, which is a sign of bad management, which is a sign of a terrible culture of making movies. How do you mess up Wonder Woman 1984? How do you do that? How do you mess up all these DC movies? How do you do? You have to consciously ruin it. And I don't like that. Why would you consciously destroy something? Anyway, this has been my take on the news on Batman Caped Crusader. What do you think? Should it be at HBO Max or should it be licensed out elsewhere like The Lord of the Rings was? I mean, we don't make money off of it, so why would we care? But you can have an opinion. Hey, it's in the Constitution. You have the right to free speech. Everyone does. But anyway, this has been The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. Like the video, subscribe, share, do whatever to make The Great Expanse expand for everyone's enjoyment and for you guys' entertainment.